and I believed the good was true. I walked the dawn with hands outstretched, trusting every soul I'd meet. Before the cracks began to splinter the pavement beneath my feet, I thought the light would always stay, a beacon shining through the night. But innocence is fragile glass, so easily shattered in the fight. As years went by, the colors faded, a heavy shadow crossed the lands. I watched the fires of endless wars ignite across the distant sands. From echoes of the front lines to the bombings in the streets today, I see the global tensions flaring in the fading light of day. We build our fortresses of stone, locking all the strangers out, replacing empathy and grace with a heavy, blinding doubt. The people started fading, acting hollow, cold and blind, and I felt the creeping darkness trying to consume my mind. But I refuse to believe it has to be this way. A quiet spark of defiance is pushing through the gray. If we let the anger fade away and walked a different walk instead of fighting every day, if we just looked around to see we all carry this heavy ache, this desperate need for unity, a quiet yearning in our chest to finally be seen, to stand as one and build a masterpiece from where the fire's been beneath the banners and the noise. Just fragile hearts remain, crying out for a little grace to wash away the pain. Closer to home, the sirens scream, another sanctuary bleeds, while blinded hatred walks the streets, planting bitter seeds. The angry factions draw their lines, fracturing the ground we share, leaving our society falling apart, a heavy cross we bear. All the racism and bigotry, watching it just hurts to see the quiet devastation of a world forgetting how to feel. We turn our faces to the screens, disconnected from the pain, while families cry and loved ones mourn in the endless rain. We've traded in our open arms for barricades of fear, and lost the art of listening to the voices crying near. The streets are filled with passing ghosts who never meet your eye, and underneath the concrete sky we never wonder why. I refuse to believe it has to be this way. I refuse to let this hollowness swallow me whole. We're more than just the politics, the hatred and the greed. I'm holding on to a vision that can mend a broken soul. Imagine what we could build if we just paused to talk. If we let the anger fade away and walked a different walk instead of fighting every day. If we just looked around to see we all carry this heavy ache, this desperate need for unity, a quiet yearning in our chests to finally be seen, to stand as one and build a masterpiece from where the fire's been. We point fingers at our differences, letting resentment grow, blind to the common thread of a life we should already know. Tear down the walls of isolation, let the light come pouring in. Wash away the ancient bitter wounds where all the wars begin. There is a light in all of us that doesn't have to be lost. We can pull each other from the dark, no matter what the cost. Every single heartbeat is a rhythm we can share, a symphony of broken pieces, learning how to care. Take my hand across the great divide. Don't look away. We can rewrite all the tragedies that led us to decay. If we let the anger fade away and walked a different walk instead of fighting every day, if we just looked around to see we all carry this heavy ache, this desperate need for unity, a quiet yearning in our chests to finally be seen, to stand as one. It has to be this way. We don't have to live in fear. If we look into each other's eyes, a beautiful dawn is near. That inner light inside of us, it doesn't have to be lost. We don't have to end in ruin. We can make it better here. Create a masterpiece together. Mm-hmm.